Okay, everyone please go to the news content type. We're now going to use the time machine feature. Let's go ahead and add some news content type and let's set it for the future. So you gotta go to content search and then under type, select news.
And then
Let's add new content using the action palette to the top right, that little purpley button. And I'm going to call that, let's title it with not only our own names, but also include the date so we don't forget when this is supposed to appear in the future. So I'm going to call this Dean's December 1st news item, because I'm so creative.
How come I select news, but it's pulling up movies?
Yeah, all you'd have to do is, let me copy this out so I can go back. Close. So you right up here when you're in the content search, if it's selected to movies, you can either type NEW, right? Or you can click the drop down list. If you go to add content, it sometimes will be slow about what type of content you're adding. This guy, I put in an issue for that it's got a slow load from the cache. It's got a slow cache reset. So just be patient, and it should be showing you the news content and title. Yeah, it will change. It will change. It's just, yeah, it's a slow loader on that title. Okay, so once you get your news content open, then I want to show you a couple things here. The first is, let's go ahead and open a geolocation map. It's got a little open map link. So click your open map. So I'm going to search for Heredia, Costa Rica. I'm even going to search for the building I'm in. So I'm going to Eurocenter. Yep, there we go. All I had to do was put in Eurocenter. It found me, Centro de Negocios, Eurocenter 106, Heredia Province, Costa Rica. There we go. That's where I am right now. And the second I do that, I can just close it, and you'll notice it put my latitude and longitude in for me. And I'll put, Christmas promotion as a tag or something like that. Put a comma, and then I could put more tags. And I'm just going to copy and paste, Dean's December news item. And now here I have to be truthful. And on my published date, I want to put December 1st. So I'm going to choose December 1st as my published date. You don't need to put a time. The default time is 12 a.m. And I'm going to say expire never, although I could choose an expire time as well. You know what? I'll go ahead and say December 1st, and it's only good in December. And I'm going to make the end date December 31st at, once again, 12 a.m. So yeah, I'll go ahead and make it appear for a month, but just put in the title which month it is so you remember. And then I'm going to just put, I will put bacon ipsum. There we go. 5 paragraphs, give me the bacon. And bacon. And bacon. And then I'll choose my lead will be this little piece of bacon strip. And I'm going to add a file. Why not? But I need a wide. Choose a wide image. So I'm going to have to go to my desktop, demo, and I don't want posters. I'll do this flower cup. Some flowers. And then category, I can also select the category first time investor, sure. Yeah, so select a category 2. Doesn't matter which, just remember which it is. And I'm going to add a caption. And I'm going to save and please make sure that you save and publish, and it's actually going to ignore you. So once you're done, click Save and Publish, close your content, and you'll notice that it ignores you and does not publish your content. And that's exactly right. Why does that happen, you may ask? Why, if you say publish, why does it ignore you? It's not default behavior. Okay, so I wanted you to try and see this in the future, but that's all good. You can't change it now unless you right click and unpublish it. So it's okay. You're just going to see your content immediately. You're not going to be able to see it appear automatically in the future. But why is it acting this way? It is acting this way because here on the news content type, we have on purpose put a publish field and an expire field that are mandatory on the news content type. And the publish one determines when the content will publish, and the expire date determines whenever the content will expire. And that's been forced by the web admin. And if the web admin does that, then you won't be able to publish content, even if you click publish, if it's supposed to appear on a future date. Now, how do we go forward in time on our website and then find out whether our content is going to publish on our news page in the future? So to see that, we would have to go to something we haven't looked at yet, which is the time machine. And that's under Site, and then go to Time Machine after you've placed your news content. Now, while you're getting here, so it's under Site and Time Machine, while you're getting here, I'm going to run the past snapshot so that we can then see things. So I'm going to run this real quick. You don't have to do this. This would be a webmaster. Include English, and I want to set up a cron expression, and save and run now. I think there is a bug with a past snapshot, though, that we're right now patching for our next patch release. So I don't think that's actually, I'm not going to be able to show you the past, I think. But we should be able to see the future just fine. Okay, so make sure you do click on future. And let's go ahead and travel. I'm going to travel instead of to September. I'm going to travel to November 15th and English. So choose something right before your published date on your page, on your content, I mean. So I'm going to go to November 15th in the time machine under the future setting. Is everybody with me? And if they choose the date and the language, they're looking at the home page right now. So once you've selected that future date, then you can go ahead and click on News and Events and News. And then for me, I do not see my content, but I do see Paul's, okay, because his was supposed to publish on September 17th, which is good. I'm seeing his future content. I'm seeing Mike's content, but I don't see my own, which is right. Now I'm going to change that date again to December 15th, which now I should see my content. December 15th. It'll bring me back to my home page. I don't have to choose the language again. It's already chosen. I click News from News and Events, and now I see Dean's December 1st news item. So you don't have to worry like that fancy, chicken cooker. You set it and forget it. And then it'll automatically unpublish the content as well on the expire date. I said December 31st. So if I actually now travel into 2019, I went to January and, 20, well, I guess I could just change this to 2019 and then set this to 01. So now I'm looking at January 15th of 2019. So now if I go back to news and events, my Dean's content should be gone. And now I'm only seeing Aaron's and Paul's and Mike's. So it's all publishing and unpublishing. And so now how do you get out of this view? You should click on this little action palette to the top right-hand side and click Close Snapshot. And then you'll get out of this funky time warp and you'll come back to the future. Back to the present at least. Okay. So that is how you future time